Bootcamp, and in this bootcamp we are gonna build a simple application that has two buttons. One is the first button is to take photos from opening your camera, and the second button will open the camera app to record the video. Okay, so we will use the file provider to save the photo to the external path in two folders like pictures and movies. The photo will be saved using image timestamp.jpg, and the video will also be saved using the video underscore timestamp .mp4, right? The extension for the video. And after a photo and a video has been saved, we will copy the file from file provider into media store so that they will be visible for other apps. So now let's go and create it. First go to your Gradle and check out if you have added the necessary dependencies for input output. Okay, and the second thing that you have to go is go to your manifest and check out if you have a permission for your write. This is read, and we also need another one, write external storage. Okay, read and write permission. Okay, okay, so now let's go and create the necessary helper files that we have to use to take pictures. So let me create a first helper function that I need is a file helper class. Okay, let me close this window so that we have the clear view. So this class file helper class will have a constructor object like a private context. Context is pretty important here, and function. We get the URI from file. Okay, we have a file here, we have the URI, so it returns the file provider dot get URI for file, passing the context, and what we have to pass, we have to also pass the necessary the authority is obviously is our application name dot camera, and also the file. Okay, then we need a function to get picture folder, which returns the string, and the environment dot directory pictures, right? And also we need get folder. This videos folder will pretty much run the environment directory movies. Okay, so now we have this situations. Now let's define also our file providers in our file provider paths. So this was the file provider for our documents. So now let's provide our file provider for our photos, right? Name is photos. Then we have our Android data.com, the obviously our package name, files and pictures, and let's close this, and also we need our external file path for our DOs. Okay, and the path will be obviously Android data package name, files, movies. Okay, so we have declared our necessary file providers. Then let's add the we have to add this file provider to our manifest. In this case I have already actually done here, so I have added my file provider paths. Okay, and but our authorities will be not file, but in our case will be camera. Okay, so this is our situation. So now let's also define the model that will hold both URI and the associated part for the file in the in our folder. So let's go and create the model. So it's a data class that will be holding all the information, right? File information. So our information will consist of URI. Okay, we will have a file. Okay, we will have a name, we will have a relative path, which is a string. We'll have a meme type, that is a string. Okay, so these are the related information of the our file, right? So now we need to create a content helper class, which will provide us with the data required for the content resolvers, right? So we will define two methods for accessing the photo and video content URI, and two methods that will create content values. Okay, so we do this because of the static methods required to obtain URIs and create content values, which makes this functionality hard to test, obviously, because we are not going to test it. Okay, so let's go and create this media content helper. Media content helper class. So this media content helper class okay, will be consisting of multiple methods. Two is for the image and two is for the video. So let's create it step by step, guys. So function get image content URI, so which will return the URI, and if Android OS build version dot SDK int is greater than or equals to Android OS build version codes Q, then we have to use the media store images media get content URI and media store volume external primary. Okay, so else store images media and external content URI. Okay, so and similarly, after having this one, we will also have to get generate get image content URI, and let me just copy and paste, because we are gonna what we are gonna do here is generate image content values, which will not pass the URI, which will be file info. We will need to pass the file info, but it's gonna return what it's gonna return is the content values dot apply sorry guys, this was actually I have to put it here. So we have to put do the same check here, but before that we have to also put media store of images media display name file info dot name. Okay, and you check the SDK and say if the SDK is greater than Q, then you put the media store images media relative path with the file name file info relative path. Otherwise you also so else you need to not provide your relative path but the meme type and meme type. Okay, so now we also need to get the just like how we get the image content URI and generate the image content values, we also need to do the same thing for our videos. Okay, I'm just copying and pasting for the so that I'm not write waste my time for writing the code. Wait 1 second guys, it's for images. Okay, so here we just need to change with the vi those videos. Here what we get instead of images it will be a video, so generate video, and similarly here instead of the image we'll be passing the video and video. Okay, so yeah, we are good to go with these scenarios, and yeah, okay, we have created the necessary methods, right, inside our media content helper class. So now we also need a provider file manager, so let's go and create our provider file manager class. Provider file manager class. So inside this provider file manager class we need to create multiple methods, but I will just add the necessary attributes that we should pass to the constructor. The first thing is the context. Okay, the second thing is you need a file helper, then you need a content resolver, then you need also a executor, then you also need a media content helper. Okay, what we are gonna do here is we're gonna generate the photo URI, sorry, and this will take a time stamp that I told you into your into the name. So the name will be composed of the image underscore the timestamp, like the time, and the extension is JPG. Okay, your file will be consisting of a context, get external file directory, file helper, get the pictures folder, and also you need to pass the name, and what you're gonna do is now you're gonna return a file info. This UI model class will be file helper get URI from file helper get URI from file, pass the file, you need a file, you need a name to pass the file helper, get pictures folder, then you need to pass the meme type is image.jpg, right? So we generate the photo URL. Similarly we also need to generate the video URL in the similar manner. So video URI, so will be obviously not the image but video, and the extension will be mp4. Here instead of getting the file pictures folder will be get video folder, and get a video folder, and the rest seems video. Your meme type is video dot slash mp4, yeah, and the rest is pretty okay. So now we also need to insert image to the store. Function insert image to store. So this will take the file info, which can be also nullable, and then the file info, if it is not null, then we insert to the store. Insert to the store. Okay, so we need to provide the file info, media content helper, get image content URI, and then your media content helper, generate image content value, content generate image content values and pass. Okay, here insert to store. Okay, file info. So let me go to my file info and check out. I have missed the okay, actually I need to also create the private function insert to store. We can also create in this way, insert to store, yeah. So here we'll be using the executor that execute and well, inserted URI equals to content resolver, insert your content URI, I image content URI. Okay guys, let me just also add the necessary dependency, like, okay, then you need to pass your content values, generated as content values, and what next is this is our inserted URI. Then we have also we use this inserted URI. If it is not null, if it is not empty, then input stream be content resolver dot open input stream, and you need to pass the file info URI output stream, your content resolver open output stream, and your inserted URI, right? And now we need to use our IO utils, input output utils from the library that we have, dependency that we have implemented. We use the copy method to input stream and put the stream. Okay, so now we have inserted image to store. We will also similar manner insert also to the video to the store, video to store. Here while inserting video to store, we need to get video content URI, and we need to generate the video content values, right? So this is it guys. This was the pretty long helper method, like provider file manager with lot of helper methods, right? So and now after creating this necessary files, what we have to do is we have to now implement in our activity. So our activity is our photo activity. So let's go and update our activity. It's consisting of two buttons, as I show you. It consists of two buttons, like video and like photo and video, right? So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna first add the necessary like instances, right? So first let me create with the companion object. I need to create a private constant which is a request external storage with the value of 3. Okay, then we need to let in val, we need to have our provider file manager, private var, we have a photo info, so our file info, obviously it's nullable. Then we have var video info is file info. Okay, we have also now is capturing video to false. Then we have let int val, which is take picture launcher, activity result launcher, passing the URI, and let's import this. Now we have a launcher for our take video launcher, right? And now let's go and create the instance of this provide file manager. Will be provide file manager. We need to pass our necessary application context, file helper, application context, content resolver. Okay, then we need our executors, new single thread executor, just to make sure that whenever we execute our task for capturing pictures or task for capturing the videos are executed in the separate threads. Okay, and then our media content helper. So right, so we take picture launcher will be a register for activity result contacts, take picture. Okay, and which will provide file manager and insert image to store photo info. So now with the binding, what we're gonna do is if the photo button, first step is our photo, your photo set on click listener. When you click your photo button, then you is capture video is false. Check storage, so here we also need to write our storage permissions, right? So just to make things easier, I have just okay, use my respective check storage permission class. So our storage permission, what we do is if it is true, like you open the image capture. So your image capture like is your private function that captures the image. Open image capture, capture. So this image capturing will pretty much capture your image, passing the photo info to the provider file manager, generate photo URI, passing the system current time milliseconds, launcher, and you launch your photo info, passing the URI, right? Okay, so whenever you request the permission, your permission should be also like accepted, right? On request permission result, so we have to also implement the permission result function, which would pretty much look like this one. And if it is capturing video, we have to also run our video capturing. So private function, let's create our function, private function to open video capture, which will do video the similar manner that we did to our image capture. Provide file manager, generate video URL, passing the system current times in the milliseconds, and then take video launcher and launch the video, passing the video info URI, right? So okay, so here we are missing is still we need to create a similar manner picture launcher and take a video launcher. Here take this is capture video, which will insert video to store it's like video info. And when you click your video button, video button on the click listener, then it's capturing video is set to true, and check storage permission, and if it is true, then you open video capture, right? So this is it, guys. So I think let me run the application and see if everything is working correctly. So this is what it should be. So if you go to the photo, okay, we have a problem here. Contains find configuration root that contains okay, let me go and check my file helper. Okay, so we have our camera, right? For file provider, so get photo URL, so what's fail to find configured root that contains storage emulated data file pictures photo activity storage permission. Okay, we are having a problem here with the open image capture. So check storage permission. Okay, so let's go and check out our necessary get URI from file. Camera. Actually, we are not getting this authority. Why? Let me go to my method. This is my authority, right? File providers path. Files, pictures. Actually, what it is like we don't need to define the path exact, just okay. Let me just go and pictures. Where's that? Okay, so let me run it again. Yes, it's working fine, guys. So we have our camera being opened. So now we click it and we captured our image. Now we save it. Yeah, our picture is being saved in this path that we are gonna verify here. Go to your storage, emulated 0, and go to your Android data files. Not files, actually it's like pictures, right? Yeah, this is the pictures thumbnail. Yeah, this is the picture that we have saved just right now. Yeah, this is it, guys. Yeah, it's actually directly on your pictures subfolder. Okay, and then what about the movies, right? So now let's go and check to your video. Yeah, we capture our video, so it's being captured and yeah, you see here. Now I stop it, save it, and if I want to explore more, let's go to my device, movies. Yeah, this is my video that we have saved. It's in the mp4 format. Yeah, and yes, guys, this is a simple demonstration of how to use capture your image and capture your video, and hope you like it. Thank you for listening and checking out my video, and catch you up in the next lecture, guys. Thank you.